Okay, now we're recording. This is just a sneak peek at my latest guitars that I'm working on for CarpoCraft, this channel, and specifically to share with you all. The first is my bass that anyone who watches the channel has seen. This is doesn't have a name yet. I'm more than willing to take names. It has kind of a volute curve here and a very phallic grip. Ooh, I love this thing, but no, really, it's gorgeous. And I've put in a double P bass setup and a beautiful anodized like bridge down here. The fretboard is Bolivian rosewood, not Brazilian, but it's Bolivian rosewood. And then the frets, as you can see, are perfectly polished. Look at that shine. Look at that. Ooh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then at the head, we've got your just standard, machine heads and a stone in here, which is blah, blah, blah. Why can't I ever remember the name of it? It's weird. It's like it's azure colored, but it doesn't have an azure name. But I always eventually remember it. It's weird. At any rate, it's a bluestone. And then we have, as you can see, it has kind of a texture right here where it has like a horn that comes up. And the tuning pegs kind of rest in their own little channels. And like a fish-like tip. So it's zebra wood, and that zebra wood blends in with this handmade texture I did with the pine, where I ground it out with like a wire brush to try to give it this very vintage look. And then I cut my own plate right here, which the pickups are set within there. And of course the plate contains the switches. There might be another switch here. So that is my latest bass, which will be available for sale soon. And then this one, which I'm working on, and this is probably something that I'm going to be very stoked on. You might look at, if you have looked at my other guitars, you might recognize this shape. This is the bass that I originally made. It's somewhat phallic. This gets carved down a little more, but it has a leg rest right here because it's a bass, and this pickguard that I made right here that I really, 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 really like. It's this material that I bought. It has a sticker on it, but it's a very, very nice shiny black. It sits right about where the neck comes in to here. Then it has a moon shaped carved out about a 1/4 inch deep in it. See? And I'm going to fill that with resin, glow resin. And then this thing fits just about like that, I think, right over there. And then it has, I haven't decided, either 2 humbuckers or a double P bass. I haven't decided how I want to do this yet. Then it's got a nice relief here. I dig the shape. I really, really, really like this. Check this out. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. It's hard to come up with your own design for a guitar. Believe me. Okay, so I have probably 100 drawings out there. I have seriously taken this very seriously. I have sat down and used sketches from real guitars to try to modify them. I don't want to copy somebody else's shit. The one thing that I haven't liked was how to figure out how to make a good head for one. I'm going to show you. Hold on. If I can find it. It's nice to be able to pause. This is it. This is the one that I wanted to make. And if you're a guitarist, you might see this as familiar. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a Rickenbacker. But at any rate, there are different types of guitars that might have this same profile. And you might ask, why that? It's simple. It's lightweight. The angle, for somebody who's not in the know, is more important than you realize. Now, a guitar, you want the strings to be as straight as possible before they get to the tuning peg. But if they're too straight, they can slip off of the nut. So, for example, that's why headstocks are often angled, usually at 13 degrees, or 12 degrees, 10 degrees, whatever. But they can also be offset like this. So this would be like a P bass. So the strings come all the way across the neck to here and then go down at an angle to, you know, a, like a ½ inch difference. But some of them aren't done like that. There's a kerf joint. So for example, this one right here has a kerf joint, and that's why when you look at the back of this, let's see if you can see it. It's a pretty goddamn good joint, I gotta say. At any rate, somewhere in here is a joint where it's cut at a steep angle and then angled back in order to give you that angle. But that's not necessary, because you can also do it to where you just use a huge piece of wood and just cut away enough on each side to make it like that. But this design is what I really want to use on my future guitars, because I think it looks very elegant, but also every string goes right to its tuning peg perfectly. It's hard to figure out all the different details on a guitar that need to be done to make it work properly, and to make them elegant, to make them work together. And I'm honestly completely humbled by the experience, and I think it's just great to be able to learn. So there's a sneak peek at some of my shit, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Be sure to check out my Instagram. God, I never thought I'd say that. It's a Carpo Craft Guitars, and that's where I'm going to have to share my stuff, and I'll have them up for sale pretty soon, and you can bid on them. Each guitar will be coming with, of course, I'm gonna have like a little sounds cheesy maybe at first, a little handwritten pamphlet explaining what each guitar represents to me, where the wood came from, an understanding of the process I took and the mentality I had to get the guitar. Because I don't want to just sell a guitar. I want to sell an idea. I want to sell an experience. Each guitar to me really means something different. And I think it would be really cool to include what the builder was thinking, you know, because I know a CNC machine ain't thinking shit. So, you know, every time I hand carve one of these, I'm thinking, okay, I could add this. Wow, maybe I could try this. Maybe I can try this. This might end up being a design that I keep, though, for future guitars. Because honestly, my intention was to build all guitars that were unique. But once I saw this thing, I was like, I really like this. I really like that a lot. So maybe I could carve out the rest of the moon and then make it glow resin. My wife was saying I should do it with white resin, but I was thinking, well, we originally said yellow, and then she's like, maybe white. So I thought, I wonder if I could carve the rest of it out and do it all white and make a quarter moon. I just don't know. I think that one of the coolest things to do, and this is my dream, and I'm going to just share this with you all, is if I sell a few guitars and I feel like I'm successful at this and I can pull it off, I'm going to take that money, reinvest it in building some new ones, and be able to buy better equipment, better stuff, better pickups, hardware, more wood, because man, it's expensive. But to be able to take custom orders, be able to take something like this and say, okay, what kind of wood do you want it made out of? What shape do you want it? What kind of neck do you want? What kind of wood do you want for the neck? I can't believe how many people can't build their own guitar neck. I'm not saying that offensively, but rather how many people who are, quote, luthiers who sell guitars who have never made their own neck. Dude, you really got to do that shit. It's not that hard. Making a beautiful neck like this, I mean, I just look down that. Look at how shiny that is. I can't see it through my own camera. At any rate, this is a beautiful, beautiful bass guitar. I love it. I'm very excited. And I think the person who gets it will be excited too. And so there's a sneak peek at all my stuff. And thanks for watching. And thanks for letting me sit here and express how much I like my own stuff. It sounds so arrogant, but self-promotion is important. So, yeah, take it for what you will. Peace out, and check out the Instagram because I'm posting shit every day, and I'm not sure where I'm going to be selling them yet, but we'll figure that out and I'll let you know. Be well.